In problem number 1 on the ionic bonding worksheet, you're asked to show the transfer of electrons for the bond between potassium and fluorine. And so the first step in any of these equations is going to be first to figure out what the charge is on each element. So potassium is in group 1, meaning it has one valence electron. And as we discussed last week, it's easier for potassium to get rid of that one electron than it is to go find 7. And so if it gets rid of one electron, then it has a positive 1 charge. Now fluorine, on the other hand, is in group 7 of the periodic table. And so it has 7 valence electrons, and this means it's going to be easier for fluorine to gain 1 electron than to get rid of 7. And if it gains 1 electron, then the charge on fluorine is going to be a -1. And so this is the very first step in these problems. The second step is to do something that we call the Criss-cross method. The Criss-cross method involves taking the number, not the charge, but just the number, for each one of those elements in your reaction and crisscrossing those numbers to the opposite elements. And so what this is going to give you is your total balanced equation after the bond occurs. You'll have 1 potassium atom and 1 fluorine atom. Now, typically, if the subscript is just a 1, we don't even write it because it's implied by writing the symbol. And so now, just to show the transfer of electrons between these two atoms, potassium has 1 valence electron, and fluorine has 7 valence electrons. So we'll do a different color for fluorine. Now to show the transfer of electrons, what you want to do is draw a circle around your potassium and show that electron being given to the fluorine atom. And what this is going to yield is potassium and fluorine bonded together, and potassium has given its electron to fluorine, and so your final answer has potassium bonded to fluorine, and fluorine has 8 electrons around it.